Oh yeah. Hello guys and girls, Chokester here, bringing another episode of Direwolf20. And we're up to episode 32. And we're having fun with Draconic Evolution in the next few episodes. But first I want to say a couple of things. First is, if I missed any of your comments, I absolutely apologize. I have a small channel and I like to respond to each and every one of you, if at all possible, right? And I don't know. Normally I get an email. I make sure I respond to every single one of them if I possibly can. And I went back through some notifications and I missed a few. And I'm sorry for that. If I didn't respond to your comments, it was not intentional. It was not anything on you. It was just the notification system didn't work. So, hey Slime. So that's one thing I want to say. I really love comments. That's so fun. It's great to have a conversation. It's the two-way, right? You guys get to see me and hear me all the time, but I never get to hear you guys. And it would be awesome if you left a comment and we can chat and help out with problems and so on. So okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I want to get into some more Draconic Evolution. And we're over here with our wither spawner, because Draconic Evolution requires lots of wither skulls, or sorry, nether stars, and which means we need a lot of wither skulls. And let's get down here, and I have been running this guy for quite some time now, and I have recently shut it off. We have 843. That should be enough for right now. So let's go do something. Hello. That was weird. Let's go do something about automating this. So we want to not have to kill them one by one. And I have already ground down, or I should say smelted, the draconium ingot. We now have 1,408. I left a couple hundred as powder, but I smelted those down and I added in this emerald upgrade. That's what you just saw there. The other thing I want to talk about is a really cool. So we made this sword last time. All right, we made the sword of the Wyvern, and it has 4 million RF. And depending on the options we choose and whatnot, it will use up more and more energy per swing. And so we need to do something about that. We need a battery. Now let's take a look at let's look up battery. And so we have all these batteries, and that's pretty cool. It goes all the way up to 16 million RF. This is the actually additions one. And that's pretty cool. I use that in my Infinite Traces playthrough, and it works out not bad. It's not bad at all. But since we're doing Draconic Evolution, let's look at the Draconic Evolution method, and that's these Flux Capacitors. The first tier holds a whopping 64 million, compared to 16 million at the top tier of the other one, of the actual additions one. This one holds 256 million, and this one holds 2.147 billion. Yeah, that's going to be a ways away till we get that, because that's actually there's no recipe for that, so we might not even be able to get that. But this one requires the Awakened Draconium. We're well away from that for right now, but we can do this one. Now all it requires is our Draconic, remember these guys that are Draconic cores, whole bunch of resources, right? Bunch of those, but then the Wyvern card needs a Nether Star. Now I do have a couple. I have a couple of Nether Stars in here. Let's see, star. I have 2 of them. So I think that's going to be okay to make. That'll be just fine. So let's go ahead and make this so that we have a battery in our inventory. So we'll make the more expensive one first. So we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to need 8 total. Did not add this up, so apologize if yep, that one right there. If I didn't get this right first try, but we'll muddle through it. So I think that this just requires 3, 4. And I might have it. Yay, I have it. Now this will charge wirelessly. 64 million RF. This holds 30 million. So yeah, we're going to be draining this quite a bit. But the good thing is our wireless charger speeds it up very quickly. Or charges up quite quickly. And we're okay in terms of our power here. This guy's already charged, so yeah, it's just going to fill this up for a while. All right, while we work in the background. And, of course, I haven't done anything with this guy, and we're going to start needing big power, so we're going to need to generate big power. That'll be in a future episode. Okay, so we have 1,500 draconium ingots. That should be a while, last us for quite some time, and 230 draconium dust. But it does get extremely expensive in terms of draconium ingots. So we might have to do something about that. All right. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to need some ender chests. Ender chests. And so let's see, chest. There we go. We'll need a couple of these guys. Let's see what we have of them. And white is perfectly fine. Hey, I just have enough. Okay, the other thing is I would love the ranged collector from Random Things, but Dire didn't put that in his pack. We don't have any ranged collectors. Those things are sweet. They work wonderfully, but we do have this ranged collector. Remember this guy over here? We used him over here, and it works pretty decently, and I think that's what we'll use. So we'll go ahead and use this collector. I've already made one, and it's not that hard in terms of the recipe. Here, let's look at the recipe. It's pretty straightforward. It's just that iron casing. But I figured, hey, I was testing it out, making sure it did exactly what we did or need, and so therefore we're going to have a ranged collector. We're also going to potentially need a power cell. So I think I made one of these. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. I was infusing it. And so we still have this problem where we can't see the infusion level until we set it down. So see, it's all infused. It's all filled. All good. So there's the next. All right. So this is basically to power a mini sub network. And of what you ask, we're going to need not this. We're going to need to create a refined storage network, just a mini refined storage network. And so let's go ahead and make this controller. And I know I already have a autocraft for it, but let's see here. It will auto create this for us, which is good. And so we need the controller here. There we go. And we're missing this quartz enriched iron, which we will make. How about a bunch? How about just a bunch? There we go. Now we don't have to worry about it again. So what we're going to need is a controller. We're going to need a whole bunch of not destructors, but we need constructors. We need the constructors. All right. So probably what will need to happen is I'll need to make a pattern for this. Yeah, because I don't have one. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. And so we'll make a constructor. This one here. Make that pattern, and we'll see what we don't have. All right, we might need to make, let's see, right here. That would be perfect. And we might have to make, some sub items. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need 7 of them. And then, let's see, we've got the ender chest. We have the collector. We've got the constructor. I don't think we need any cables. We have the controller. I think that's good. I think that's good for that. All right, so now, how are we going? So in case you haven't noticed, this is going to be the proverbial. Let me grab these, right? And then let's get this out of the way, right? How you build a wither, just like this, right? So each one of these are going to be placing our materials. So that's what that's for. This is going to power it. This is going to be the controller for that network, and we're going to collect the items with this and dump them into the ender chest. And actually, I don't need 2 of them. I just need 1 because I already have one here. And let's make sure this is on. Yep, this is on white. So I'll just dump it in there, which will dump into our system. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, right. And let's see, anything else? Oh, that's right. We're going to need a way to Draconic actually get the withers from where we spawn them into where we want to kill them. And you'll see what that means. And for that, I need this, not creative RF source. Where's the other one? Wait, is that just saying wrong? Yeah, no. Oh, right here. Draconium infused obsidian. So that's what we need. And we're going to need 11 of them. Because I have to be in a crafting grid in order to do that. All right, so we should have everything. That's why I left some of this draconium dust, and we should have enough blaze rod. If not, we'll make some more. I need 11 of these guys by my count. And you technically don't need 11. You could get by with, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of them less. So 8, so 9, I think, or 8. 8 or 9 you could get by with. All right, dislocator receptacle. We're going to need this, so I'll need 1 more of these. Definitely want to make sure we have that. And then, so this is a portal. We're going to have to make 1 more of these guys. And eventually we'll set up auto crafting if I haven't already. I can't remember if we set that up last episode or not, but we need to. We need to because we are going to use a whole lot of those. Okay, this is a portal. So think of it as a nether portal. Let's go set this up. It's nighttime. I'm stuck on the ceiling here. Let's get that out of the way. All right, and we'll go over here and set it up and see what else we're missing. Let's get over here. Okay, so let's turn this on so we can see where this is. And I was thinking about putting it just right behind it. I have, no problem with that. So the way this portal works, you can build it any way you want to. I'm going to build it, let's see, space, plenty of space here. So it's a wither is 3 wide, so we're going to build this 3 wide, okay? And then really, that's the minimum you need, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and fill in the sides just in case. And I'm going to leave one spot open, okay? And that's where we put this dislocator receptacle. And so that's a horizontal portal, right? I mean, normally you could create it like this and walk right into it, but in this case, I'm creating it horizontal instead of vertical like we would normally do. The other thing we need, I just realized what we don't have, is we need a dislocator, another dislocator. Now, you see the one in my inventory, all right? This is bound to the overworld, and it has 1 use remaining. I still have my good one in here, but I purposely wore this down because I wanted to show you guys one other thing. There is a pedestal. So this is pretty straightforward. It's just some stone pressure plate, nether brick slabs, blaze powder, or any slabs, actually. And we need that pressure plate. Let's make that real quick. And, oops, missed. And so we'll make that. And this pedestal, Draconic Evolution pedestal, so let's say we want to, I don't know, we'll put it right here. And I bound it to somewhere around in here. I can put this pedestal, this dislocator. Notice I have worn it down to only having 1 use remaining. If I put that on the pedestal, then I can right click as many times, I mean I can teleport back as many times as I want because it's on the pedestal. It doesn't take up any of the uses. Shift right click to get it off, and we can look, it still has that 1 use remaining. So I wanted to show that to you. Okay, forgot to show that right in the beginning, but we do need another one of those dislocators. Do we have one? Aha, I do have one. And this one has 19 uses and it's bound to the end. We don't want to use that one up because we want to be able to get back there. So let's go ahead and grab another one. And this one will get used up. Well, technically it doesn't get used up. It gets stored in the portal perpetually. So what this does, we know how to do this. And I did some testing and it's wherever you are, not where you click. Okay, so that's key. So if I'm here, it's down inside of this, which we know the wither can't be. If I'm up here and I right click right here, it's going to teleport whatever we send in here up here, and I don't want that. I want to be right here 1 block above. And really, it doesn't matter which of these 2 blocks that I am in. So I'm going to be, let's say, right here. I'm going to bind it to this location, and when I right click on this, okay, so all we've done is put down the Draconian Fused Obsidian. We place this dislocator receptacle, think of that as a portal controller. We right click this dislocator on it, and it opens the portal. And watch this, okay? Whoop, and I land right inside of here. Now you guys starting to see how cool this is? Okay, so what if we were to, I think I'm going to need a couple of building blocks. So yeah, we'll just put them out here. All right, so I want this here so that I can, oh, I fell through, so that I can start to build this out. All right, so we're going to need this here. Actually, I don't need the bottom one, but I just was not thinking. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place these guys on here. Now that that's gone, okay, so we'll build it in the standard wither fashion, right? Just like that. And then we're going to need a controller. So let's say, yeah, right there. Right here is good. And we'll put it right in the back. And then we're going to need to power it, right? So we will set this guy, I don't know, behind it. All right, it's already set on output. So that's all good. So I can get rid of all of this. And then what else? We're going to need the collector. So let's go ahead and set the collector like right here. Okay, and remember, this is automatically, it said do not do anything until we change this to blacklist. An empty blacklist means there's nothing you should not pick up. So pick up everything is what that means. And then we want the ender chest, and let's set that right here. All right, and that won't automatically output, so we'll need to have an item conduit on here. And we're just going to say everything you pick up, actually we'll need 2. Everything you pick up, put into here. Okay, so I'm going to disable this. And then we will extract everything and put everything in here. Okay, so that's a good setup. So in theory, if I were to drop that and turn off my magnet, or my item dislocator, so we drop that, I think that's going. Good. All right, so it seems to be picking it up. Yep, perfect. Okay, so hopefully the range will be enough. If not, we might have to move it a little closer. We'll see. We shall see. Actually, we can test that right now. If I were to drop something here, yes, it did grab it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And let's make sure it's not in there. It did make it into here. For some reason, this is not accepting in, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. That's still white, white, white. I don't know why that is. All right, perfect. So these two made it where we wanted it. All right. Okay, we're getting nervous, but we can do it. We can do this. Let's go get our material and let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna need soul sand, right? So let's grab a couple of stacks. We have enough for 2 stacks. That'll be, there's 4 of them, so that's, so let's see, a stack and a half of these is what we need. And we'll just grab 2 stacks. So that should work out well. Oh, the other thing I want is, let's do a button. Let's do a button. Stone right here. Grab a button. And I have cobble. Good. Okay. If you've seen my Sky Factory series, we did something very similar to this. Somewhat similar. Except we had a long drop that we dropped them in. This is, think of it as version 2.0. Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to, oh, you know what else I forgot? I forgot one other component. So that's okay, though. So let me set these guys up. Okay, now we need to, let's go right click. Now we need to set up the wither skulls on the top. And then the last one here, I'm going to set this one to only work with redstone signal. All right, it doesn't matter which one I do, but you'll notice that it's off. Okay, and I'm going to put some cobble right behind it. I'm going to put it right there so that I can add a button here. This button will be what enables it. Okay, it's going to be an on-demand for right now. Now, the one thing I forgot was I forgot the external storage. And so you guys have seen me make that. Let me make that and I'll meet you back over there. So this external storage we can pretty much put anywhere we want, but we're going to put the chest right here, and then I'm going to put the external storage on the chest. All right, so what that does is now it says we've got this mini little RS system. It's not connected at all to our other one, and this guy here should see all the constructors. It should see 7 of them, and it's not. It's only seeing 6. Why is that? Oh, because the other one's not on. That makes sense. Okay, so that one's not on, so it should only see 6 and 1 external storage. And so now what happens is when I place this in there, it's going to build it for me. How cool. When I place, I'm going to put the other stuff in there. When I place the wither skeleton skulls in there, it's going to place all but the last one there. Okay. Okay, if everything goes well, once we hit the button, this is going to drop in here. It's going to immediately teleport over there. This guy's active and on. It's only hurting hostile mobs. Let me show you. Let me show you in here. Solid damage for hostile mobs. The wither will die. The item collector will pick up the nether star and the shader, drop it into ender chest, and in theory it will send it back. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, you ready? You ready? Cross your fingers. Got my magnet off. Here we go. Look at that. Immediately transported over. Now, we have to wait to see if there's any explosion damage. That's the one thing we don't know yet. For it. There we go. Good. Nothing exploded. And he's dying. And he's dying. Now, wait for it. Does it pick up the star? No, it does not. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. So let's move this closer. Okay, I moved it over here. It is now able to pick up the nether star. We'll see. It's I would like another one of these draconium infused obsidian in front of it because it's witherproof. So we'll see if the explosion hurts it. And I just used the standard conduit, right? Setup. It's already in here. We extract that. It gets pulled in, and now I fixed the under chest. It just didn't have an importer into the RS system. It had it into the drawer system, but not the RS. So let's try this out. Let's try this out. There we go. gets over. Let's stand back, see if our collector gets exploded. And if not, let's see if our Nether Star gets accepted. Okay, the only other thing I want to make sure is, looks good. So the power, of course, is always a challenge, but it should have collected it. Let's go check. I just want to see, is this infused? It is not. We need to infuse this, don't we? And it's only tier 3. So let's go ahead and grab this, and I will infuse it. And we will check out to see if we have the Nether Star in our system. We also need a remote. Come on, thank you. We also need a remote wireless setup, don't we? Don't we? Let's see. Star? Yes, it came back in here. Excellent, excellent. Let me infuse this, and we'll do this one more time. It never shifts clicks in there. Okay, now it's all infused. Now, what if we were to upgrade to the shield tier 4? Now that we have Nether Stars. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make sure it's still infused. It might not be. Yes, it is. Excellent. All infused. So let's head back over here. Put it back down. Shoop. All right, make sure it's all filled up. Good, good. Redstone mode is on. Let's put our lever back on, and I'll have to hit it with my wrench. Where's my wrench? Eek, I don't have that wrench. Oh, it's right here. I forgot. This pack, I have the morphing tool. Mighty morphing tool. Okay, so we should be able to turn that on. Excellent. Let's make sure the settings. Always make sure. Solid damage, hostile mobs, looks good. Shield color, perfect. Okay, okay. You ready? Let's just test it out one more time. See what the speed is. And then we're going to do something extra special. Just in case he comes out. Just in case he comes out. Good. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, let's stand back, make sure we don't pick it up. Star's picked up. And all good. Just a little bit of experience left there. Okay. You ready? Oh yeah. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna break the pack? Are we gonna break the pack? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is epic. This is so cool. And they aren't getting out. The power's withstanding. I'm getting damage here. How cool. Yeah, a few screenshots. Alright, guys. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a while. Or is it? There we go. There we go. Done. And soul sand was our limiting factor. We knew it would be. So we can go to the Nether and gather some more. Let's check it out. Star. Instantly. 25 Nether Stars. Just like that. Hoo-hoo! Oh, yeah. We are cranking. We are cranking. But we gotta go. We gotta go. We are having fun with Draconic Evolution with a big sword. But we gotta go. Time's up. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It's crammed a lot of stuff in there, but we need the Nether Stars. I'm gonna go to the Nether. I'm gonna get a whole bunch more soul sand. I'm gonna make a bunch of more of these stars real quick like that, and we'll come back next time with our next segment of learning Draconic Evolution. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, leave a like and leave me any comments, suggestions, questions down below, right down there. All right, guys. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye.